Handicapper Steve here, handicapping the racing from Aqueduct Racetrack here on Friday. It is November the 29th, 2019. I'm going to look at the stakes races on the program from Aqueduct, but before I get on to that, remember to please follow me on Twitter at Horse Racing Kid 5 for more selections for race courses around the world. Let's get to the stakes action from Aqueduct races 5, 8, and 9. The fifth race, it is the Forever Together Stakes. It's going for a purse of $150,000 race for fillies and mares, 3-year-olds and upwards. We have 11 horses entered, but we have quite a few main track onlys and stuff. The 5, 7, and 10 are all main track onlys, so we'll be down to a field of 8 horses going to the inner turf course, distance of ground of 1,700 meters, or a mile 1/16th on the inner turf course. 1,700 meters, mile 1/16th. I show the diagram, just gives me that little extra second to look down my notes. Bear with me. Top selection. I'm going to take the 9 horse Adenia Del Sur. I'm going to go 9, 4, 6, 11 in the superfecta. 9, 4, 6, 11 super. Top selection 9 horse Adenia Del Sur. 4-year-old filly by Giants Causeway. Tom Albatrani trains. Javier Castellano gets the mount. The horse's most recent outing came 20th of October at Belmont, mile 16th in the Grade 3 Athenia. The horse finished third by 2 lengths that day. He stalked early on, was a little bit wide, had a little bit of a turn of the late. It wasn't the world's worst race for him there. I've seen better and I've seen worse, but like I said, it wasn't. It was an okay race. Before then, the Violet at Monmouth, the mile 16th, time of the 28th, he won by a nose that day, and he sat back early, a little bit wide, but he got there in the nick of time. That was a very good run there. And then off 6-2 at Saratoga, mile on the inner. The horse finished third by 1 3/4 lengths. Sat a little bit closer that day. Was a little bit wide, and she just couldn't get the good turn of foot there. She's coming here to Aqueduct for the first time to run on the turf course. She actually tried running here last year in the Winter Memories, where it got rained off the turf, and she finished 6th, where it just wasn't her better run. She's a turf horse, not a dirt horse. Looking over her races over the winter, she wasn't winning in Gulfstream and stuff, but she was always running these good places. I like her a lot here. Step down class. Her most recent form has been getting better and better. 5-2, let's take her. So to recount my selection for the 5th from Aqueduct, it's the Forever Together. I'm going to take the 9 horse Adenia Del Sur. I'm going to go 9, 4, 6, 11 in the superfecta. The featured 8th race now from Aqueduct. It is the Comely Stakes. It's a Grade 3 event going for a purse of $200,000 race for 3-year-old fillies. Field of 8 horses going the distance of ground of 1,800 meters, or 1 lap around the Aqueduct main track, which is 1 mile and 1/8 in circumference. 1,800 meters, a mile 1/8. Top selection, we're going to go to the 2 horse here. Gold Standard will go 2, 1, 3, 4 in the superfecta. 2, 1, 3, 4 super. Top selection 2 horse Gold Standard. 3-year-old filly by Medaglia d'Oro. Brad Cox trains. Javier Castellano gets the mount. The horse's most recent outing came in Oklahoma on the 29th of September at Remington, mile 16th in the Remington Park Oaks. She finished 2nd by half length behind Lady Apple at 70 cents a dollar. This horse just stalked and just couldn't get Lady Apple, who had the kick on her, but she still ran a decent race first start against stakes quality horses. Before that, Ellis, 1 mile and option 40 claimer. The horse won by 2.5 lengths. She stalked that day, she got the lead, and then she just kept going. That was a good, clear, easy victory. And then at Ellis, 1 mile on option 25 claimer. Her second start on dirt, she won by 9. And again, she stalked, she got the lead, and then she took off clear. And then before that, her dirt debut actually wasn't supposed to be on dirt. It was a mile 16th off the dirt turf on the slop, and in a main special weight for 94,000. She won by 7.5 lengths that day, and she did everything right from a stalking position. She's been training well in the dirt. She's coming here to Aqueduct. A mile and 1/8 can be a little speed favoring at times. 2-1. She's your horse to beat, and I just don't see anybody catching her. She'll be my single in the pick 4 or the late multi-race wagers. But to recount my selections now for the 8th from Aqueduct, it's the Grade 3 Commonly. Let's take the 2 horse Gold Standard. We'll go 2, 1, 3, 4 in the superfecta. The 9th race now from Aqueduct. It is the Gio Ponti Stakes, going for a purse of $150,000. Races for 3-year-olds here. Very good race, by the way. Field of 11 horses entered, but the 7 and 11 are both main track onlys, so we'll be down to a field of 9 horses going to the outer turf course this time, formerly known as the inner track, a distance of ground of 1,700 meters, or mile 16th on the outer turf course. 1,700 meters, mile 16th outer turf. Top selection, we'll go to the number 6 horse here, who is Kadar. We'll go 6-2-5-8 in the superfecta. 6-2-5-8 super. Top selection 6 horse Kadar. 3-year-old colt by Scat Daddy. Mike Maker trains. Jose Ortiz gets the mount. The horse's most recent outing came the 7th of September at Belmont. Mile and a half in the Jockey Club Derby Invitational. And the horse finished 7th by 6.5 lengths that day. It really just couldn't keep up with the better horses. Basically, the Europeans were 1, 2, 3, 4, and this horse just really never got into it, and it just wasn't the day to win. I think back to a mile 16th trip in his wheelhouse. Lesser quality horses, I think, will really run a good race. Before that, in the Saratoga Derby at Saratoga, mile 316, August 4th, the horse finished 7th by 7 lengths and had a very small turn of foot, but it wasn't anything to go, to call home about. Also didn't break all that well. And then in the North America debut at Saratoga, mile 16th on the Melon and Option Lady Claimer, the horse finished 3rd by a head. Didn't break all that well, was very wide, but she really closed up well from the parking lot. I thought it was a decent effort there. And then before that, in the spring, in the Fielding Stakes in Newmarket on the Rolling Mile on the 8th, the horse finished 4th by 5 1/4 lengths. Again, a little bit of turn of foot. The winner ran a better race, but this horse, ran good there. And then before that, in a novice at a Haydock last September of 2018, the horse won by 1/4 length. She stalked, she got the lead, and then he took off clear. That was a very good run. A step down class of 4-1 back to a mile 16th. Good poster. Everything points to him. Another horse. I'm going to single the multi race. He'll actually be my best bet of the day. So to recount my selection for the ninth from Aqueduct, Gio Ponti. Let's take the 6-horse Kadar. We'll go 6-2, 5-8 in the superfecta. So good luck to all. Please follow me on Twitter at HorseRacingKid5. Good luck, everybody.